Happy Friday, Vendasta, and welcome to All Hands and Product Showcase for September 19th. Please put your hands together for your host today, Jackie Wenzura!
Woo, 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 woo. Happy Friday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, all our Vendastians. We're going to have a short plan today, but we're going to have some fun. Are we ready? Woo! We've got some new hires, and we're going to be serenaded today. We've got some singers in the crowd. A few anniversaries, one very special one. We've got some kudos, some customer love, and I will give a very short and tight presentation about customer commitment principles. So let's turn it over. We've got a bunch of new hires. Nikki in the crowd, can I invite you to come up as well as I am introducing you? Come join me on stage. Nikki, Joshua. Is Joshua in the crowd as well? Don't hide. There we go. Come join me. Join me. Wesley and Femi, come on up. So Balana's in our Chennai office. We're going to hear from these folks today. So I hope someone warned you about this. This is a customary principle of Vendasta. Once you can sing in front of the company, everything gets easier after this. So I'm just going to pass the mic around. You're going to do a very quick introduction, your name, where are you working here at Vendasta, maybe a little bit about what you like to do in your free time, and then we're going to sing a song. Does that work? Why don't we start with you, Wesley?
I don't care. Hi guys, I'm Wesley. I'm a BI analyst here in R&D. I guess I like playing pickleball and mountain biking and skiing and doing a lot of the stuff that you typically can't really do in Saskatchewan. So.
Hey guys, I'm Nikki. I'm the new AM under Broadly Group. So I like soccer for some, and that's about it for me.
Hi, my name is Joshua, and I'm an enablement specialist. And outside of work, I play soccer and I make clothes.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Femi. I'm an SDR agent one. I'm also a soccer guy. I think I'm the number one out of all of them, but yeah, and I also support the best team in the world, Manchester United. Thank you.
3 soccer players. What a treat. I would say let's show it right now, prove it. But we don't have a ball, so we'll have to go. All right, next up we're going to do, are you doing a 4-part harmony together? Are we okay? So I'm going to hold the mic, and you guys count in, and let me know when you're ready.
Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, the shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
Well done. Well done. That was for you, Jesse Riddle. Well done. You guys nailed that. Go back to your seats. It's a pleasure to have you. Everything is easier after that. So welcome to Vendasta. You will fit right in. All right, let's hear for some anniversaries. Rohit, congratulations. Rohit's in our Chennai office. 1 year. Deepan for 2 years. Congratulations. Nive for 4 years. Congratulations. And a big whopper. Where's Eddie boy? Eddie. Is he in here? Oh, he's sleeping. Eddie must have come down with a head cold. So congratulations. I hope you're watching this remotely, Edsel. We have a very special video to play for you today. Cue
Hey
it.
Edsel, happy 5-year anniversary. I've had the privilege of working alongside you for almost that entire ride on many different teams, and it's been great to see what you've accomplished. Cheers to many more.
Hey Eds, happy 5-year work anniversary at Vendasta. If there's anybody from the team that's able to crack the code for like a total work-life balance in terms of like health and play and hard work, it'll be you. And so when I grow up, I want to be like Edsel, also aging like fine wine, right? So yeah, here's to 5 more years to come, and have a great one.
Hey, let's hear it for Eddie. 5 years at Vendesta. And just to think, I didn't think you were going to make it 2 years. No, but really, I didn't think you were going to make it 2 years. Did any of you know that Edsel loves to play billiards? I mean, really. It's a perfect game for you. Dimly lit room, no rushing, no running, and the numbers are printed right on the ball in case you get confused. Honestly, Edsel's memory is just like his golf game. Lots of swings and very few connections. As I'm filming this video, I'm thinking, what has aged worse than Edsel? It might be one of our plants here. Honestly, congrats, Edsel. It's been an awesome 5 years working with you. You're wise, you're fun, you're calm, you're old. Just remember, Edsel, keep on taking your meds, buddy.
Edsel, congrats on 5 years, buddy. When I got tasked with shadowing you when I got hired as an AM 4 years ago, I was stunned when you appeared on my screen, thinking to myself, this old dude is going to teach me about digital marketing? Well, another example, don't judge a book by its cover, because you are a wealth of knowledge and continue to be to this day. I was lucky to have you as a mentor and continue to be lucky to have you as a mentor. Don't judge a book by its cover, even if it's a really, really old cover.
Hey, Edsel, congrats on your 5 years with Vendasta. That is a huge milestone. I just want to thank you for being an amazing mentor and a great friend, and cheers to many more years.
Hey, congrats on 5 years, Eddie. You're a great dude, always extremely supportive, give great advice, such good advice that honestly I think you would have gotten along great with like my parents back in the day. I guess despite the fact that when you were entering the workforce at a high school, my mom was learning long division in grade 5. Aside from that, like we can't forget, like you also really pride yourself on like exercise and keeping yourself healthy. For those that don't know, Eddie does Tai Chi every morning, and he shows up looking like he just finished half of a marathon. I respect the hustle, but maybe keep a towel handy, sweaty Eddie. But all jokes aside, congratulations on 5 years, Edsel. You've been Dazzle around here for 5 years now. Always extremely supportive, always dependable, and just genuinely a good guy. We appreciate you, Eddie. Thanks.
Happy 5 years, Dazzle, you fucking old little guy. No, honestly, Edsel's the best. He is a wealth of knowledge. He is a walking therapist. He shares all of his experience and his guidance, and he just wants everyone to be happy and healthy, whether you're in his personal life or work life, it doesn't matter. He just wants the best for everyone. Edsel, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Now, the lovey-dovey part is sort of out of the way. Now we're on to the roasting bit. So here we go. Take a shot for every time that Edsel mentions that his brother used to be the guitar player for Wide Wealth Mason. Ready? Ugh.
5 minutes later.
VR Matrix.
Hey, so Edsel's probably one of the most interesting people here at Vendasta. Every time I bring up a topic, he's like, oh yeah, one time, and then he tells you this crazy life experience or story that he had. Like, did you know that Edsel's owned more cars than a car dealership? That he used to manage a future shop. And future shop, for those of you young kids that work here, it's a place where humans used to go and buy VHS players. Which is probably why Edsel still lives by the motto, be kind and rewind. I think there's something about his brother too. He played in a band called Wide Mouth Bass. Oh, hold on a second. He used to play professional soccer, although these days the only hustling he does is upstairs on the 16th floor, taking developers' lunch money at the pool table. So he's a true shark in business and billiards. And while the rest of us are relaxing after work, he runs a VR business on the side because really life just isn't challenging. Reality isn't challenging enough for him. P.S. Don't forget to use your Vendasta code and get a discount to go play some games with fun family and friends. End of the day, though, Edsel, you are one of the most genuinely caring people in and out of work. You're always ready to offer wisdom from your very extensive well of wisdom. Talk about music, how your brother played in a legendary Canadian band. and all of it comes from the deep authenticity for being who you are. So you're a truly amazing coworker. I'd wish you another great 5 years of Vendasta, but that would make you something like 73. So anyway, enjoy the day. It is a pleasure working with you.
Congratulations, Edsel. At some point, these tribute videos really turned into roasts, didn't they? Great to have you. 6, Jill and John, congratulations on 6 years. And I just wanted to have a special mention here as well. I can't quite see in the crowd, but we have a guest. Oh, we do. Yes, Jim. Jim, welcome to Vendasta. Jim hails from Calgary, right? So just our neighbor to the west. And if you see in that profile photo and read a quick bit about Jim, he's kind of into fishing. So for anyone online, I'm looking at you, Pedrobeski, please drop your best big fish photo into the All Hands channel so Nate can show what a great fisher crew we have. I hear Arpit currently takes the cake for the largest fit caught of the Vendasta sales team. Welcome, Jim. It's wonderful to have you. Thanks for making a stop at the office. All right, so for Jim and anyone new at Vendasta, our wonderful new hires, we give one section of kudos, and this is done through our platform Lattice, if you've forgotten, but they're all around how our Vendastians are embodying our 16 leadership principles. So our leadership principles are broken into these 4 groups, and so every week we recognize folks that are doing a fantastic job on one of them. So today we want to highlight Sneha on ownership from George. So George wants to take a moment to recognize Sneha, who has truly raised the bar for what partnership at Vendasta looks like. Recently, I sat down in person with Dan Malloy and our longtime partner, Darren Anderson. And Darren, who is historically very hard to impress, high standards, we all know that with Darren, couldn't stop praising her. Wow, that's huge accolades. He shared that thanks to Sneha's work, she has regained trust in key services and is now selling more than ever. What stood out most was the way he described her. Speedy, leading with sunshine, and always providing clear, direct answers instead of diplomatic ones. He said with Sneha on the account, he feels confident that everything is always taken care of. From across the world in Chennai, Sneha embodies the values of ownership, customer obsession, and bias for action, all while inspiring those around her by leading with sunshine. Her optimism, accountability, and results-driven approach don't just support our partners, they elevate them and in turn elevate Vendasta as a whole. Thank you, Sneha, for being you. Thank you for making our daily work a joy. Well done. Congratulations. All right, and we've got Shivaraman as well, insisting on the highest standards. So from JD, I want to give a huge shout out to Dilip for consistently outstanding work and positive impact on our team. Dilip is a perfect example of someone who demonstrates ownership in everything he does. He's always one step ahead, ensuring his tasks are completed with precision and on time. More than that, he's always ready to lend a hand and support the team, proving that he's accountable for our collective success. His dedication to insisting on the highest standards is incredible. The quality of his work is always top-notch, yet he makes it look effortless. Dilip, your proactive mindset and commitment to excellence are a massive asset. Thank you for being such a reliable and impactful member of our team and for consistently helping us deliver results. Congratulations. Well done. And the last, the best, my most favorite section is here we highlight people who are going the extra mile for our customers through our Customer Love channel. And this one was a funny one. This guy's been getting a lot of shout outs lately, but this one was short and sweet and kind of funny. I believe this was sent to Andrew. He goes, all right, your boy Logan is next level. You should be proud to have him on your team. Looking forward to killing it with you guys. Logan wowed them with a demo, and Tim from Cybertrends had to send this kind of backdoor to Andrew afterwards. So congratulations, Logan. Well done, blowing them away. So this weekend, if you've noticed, we're missing a few faces in the crowd today. We've got a number of our executive teams related to this, not the golf tournament. They're over in Chennai for our annual holiday party, and that's happening tomorrow night. So we cannot wait. Hopefully we have a big update from that. Please, Chennai team, take so many photos. We would love to see a recap of the event. We have a Dreamcatcher workshop. Sounds like we're at capacity as well, but you can add your name to a wait list, which Robin and Anissa are managing. September 30th, as a reminder, is a national day in Canada for truth and reconciliation. So wear your orange shirts for house points. And then we get into some Halloween, which is crazy to think we're already in October. So for anyone that's new to the Vendasta office, this place gets mighty spooky, and we've got a challenge across the floors on who's the spookiest floor. So details coming soon on that. Lastly, and I want to give a special shout out, this next Ideas on Tap is going to be really cool. So for if anyone has friends who are still like, what the heck does Vendasta do? Bring them to Ideas on Tap, because we're bringing in a bunch of local business owners and we're showing AI in action, real use cases. So we've got folks from the community coming in, but if you've got an idea on something you want to pitch or someone that you want to say, just look at that. That's what we do. We automate customer journeys. We're a customer acquisition and engagement platform, and this is how we do it. We leverage AI to do it. We can really show it in action. So sales is running this one, but it's really all-inclusive event, and I encourage everyone to come and bring a friend, because it's going to be a fun one. L&D opportunities. I'm going to talk a little bit about this later, but we've got, for those that were like, what did you say, Brian? What was that all about? He's going to do a whole lunch and learn on stock options and what's happening related to the presentation he gave last week. We've got bringing the band to life. Bringing the brand to life, lunch and learn. That's going to be run by Nakia and Jill. And then another Workflow Wednesday brought to you by Ali G himself. Make sure you jump in on that one. Yesterday, we had a golf tournament. So for those of you who missed it, we had a lot of fun. The weather completely turned around. The sunshine came out. It was a wonderful day. So I just wanted to give a huge round of applause. Anissa and Robin planned the whole thing. It was so much fun. It was so much fun, and we all enjoyed it. So can we, for everyone, just quick round of applause. There was a contest for a costume, and I spoke with Batman this morning, and he was quite shocked. He didn't win. I think his exact words were, "I think this is rigged." So anyways, that was a lot of fun, so thank you. So the last presentation we're going to give today is just related to our guiding principles. So for those, just a quick reminder, we've got a new set of guiding principles, and thinking in principles is really aligning on some decisions that drive the company and the day-to-day decisions of the individual team members. And so this is a 4-part series. Brian opened it up. John did a little ditty as well last week as it relates to some of the product principles. And this week we're going over some of the customer commitment principles. So I'm going to read each one of these. A lot of these are going to come across as sort of product-centric, but I wanted to highlight a little bit of how sales and all the customer-facing folks are embodying some of these principles and some of the things we're also doing in partnership with product and cross-functionally across the organization to drive these. So these principles govern our user experience, our methodology for building trust, our approach to monetization, and our understanding of modern consumer behavior. They answer the question, how do we create value and build trust with our customers? So this is a big one. This one's so exciting as well. Our platform is designed to deliver value immediately with minimal setup. This is something, especially early on as Vendasta has been built, this was a core guiding principle right from the beginning, and the reason we won actually a lot of business, reputation management, it just works out of the box. It's ready to go. We achieve this by automatically collecting, organizing, and maintaining the data our AI employees need to function effectively. This works out of the box experience, reduces friction, accelerates time to value, and embodies our commitment to making technology easy, accessible for local businesses. So here are some of the actionable steps. I won't read each one in detail, but a lot of it is around automated data acquisition, integrations, onboarding flows, simple and automated. So I wanted to step back and say, well, what are some of the things that we're doing as well, in addition to really automated customer experiences inside our platform, to bolster this? And if you really whittle it down, it's really getting customers to value sooner, and more customers to value sooner as well. And so one of the areas we're really doubling down, and we'll continue to, it's been cool working with Mark, our new CRO, because sometimes it's just a refreshing view of like, this is an area we got to double down on. And he's particularly very excited about everything we're doing in onboarding and wants to key in even further there. Something he and I were talking about this week was Deployment is, it's a focus right now. We got to get our customers to deploy AIs, but it also becomes our moat on the other side. Once it's deployed, once a customer is get to value, and we've instrumented it, and we're seeing this with all of the Neighborly and the customers that have cracked the code on deployment, is it becomes highly valuable and also highly retentive once it's in there. So the deployment and onboarding becomes our moat. This is just an example of something the onboarding team is doing as well. I believe in partnership with the marketing team and webinars to make sure that not only do they have that setup session, but there's opportunities to learn and get more value through structured sessions after the fact. And so this is Training Tuesday. Another thing we've recently launched, you guys know all about, but is, okay, we're going to teach you, and we're going to get you there, but we can also just do it for you. So the AMPS team, the services team with Mark and with Madison and everyone working on this, I think we've already had 200, I want to say, activations. Someone in the crowd, keep me honest. But it's really about, not just lowering the barrier to get this set up for them, but doing it for them so they just skip to that value. Another way we're doing highlighting value or getting customers to value sooner is in all of the work we're doing around our demos. So Capil has been sort of leading this Project Nexus with Rylan and in partnership with sales, and making sure that we're constantly iterating not just on the new positioning of the Vendasta platform and what we are, but making sure that we're getting those wow moments. You're not just linear showing them how everything works. It's just like, boom, there's a value point. So we just did a big contest called Demo Derby. We got tons of submissions, lots of last minute submissions. So we're going to be reviewing all those, and we're going to say, okay, what are the best bits that we're learning from all of them? How can we iterate and make our demos even more impactful so customers just get that wow right off the bat? The second principle is about building trust by design. So this specifically talks about, AI. AI is foreign to a lot of people, so we have to earn trust around it. It must be earned and engineered into the systems from the start. We build this trust by strategically deploying AI employees to perform work that can be done better than a human or is not economically feasible for humans to do. By focusing on jobs with clear success criteria and designing our AI with transparency, consistency, and human oversight, we create reliable systems that users can confidently adopt. So again, automating workflows, making sure things are reliable, making sure when things go off, we know exactly why, and the automation step or the transparency around why the AI said what it did. Oh, this didn't come through right. So one of the ways that we're building trust is by earning it through lived experience. This is something that we've sort of started at the beginning of the year, but it's sort of one of those wow moments that when a partner actually uses it for themselves, they're like, oh, I get how this works. Way more comfortable with it than trying to sell something that they don't actually deeply understand and know. And so I think Direct West is a perfect example of you can teach them, you can show them, and once they actually live it, it becomes a whole lot more impactful. The second way we build trust is by demonstrating how we use our own tools. This is not only a core principle and a guiding principle of what we do, but being able to show, here, I'm going to show you how we at Vendasta set up our pipelines. I'm going to show you how we use our own AI support in our support channels and our support resources. So that earns trust because it's not just, hey, you're selling me something. You actually use it and believe in it and are inspired by it as well. Another area that the product does is just transparency, and in sales and anyone talking to customers, it's really helpful just showing them, hey, here's why that happened. Here's how we got that answer. Here's how it works. So really educating them on the system and making sure that there's proof points along the way to build that trust. And it's slowly, these are new tools, and it's definitely more work, I would say, than something that's known and understood because these are so innovative and emerging. But we're finding ways to build trust through education in a number of ways. Number 3 is designing for the effortless economy. So this is really about consumer behavior and that customer journey as well. So we operate in an effortless economy where users expect zero friction access, upfront clarity, and immediate value before they are willing to provide their data or money. Our product experience must be designed around this reality. What we anticipate needs, eliminate ambiguity, and build trust by delivering value proactively, recognizing that users will abandon us at the first sign of friction. So one of the ways, and it's a huge joint effort between R&D and support and success, Mark has been really just as a gut check. This week, we've been talking a lot about, what are all the things we must do and what are all the things that must get done. And I can tell he's really thinking in a first principles way, because he's saying, well, how about we just get to know the customer experience again? Let's go back to first principles. What are the things that are friction points in our customers' experience, and where can we add value? So while we teach our partners to do this and teach their SMBs to do this for their own customers, we're also having this audit ourselves and saying, what are the things that we're doing? Where is it frictionful? And how can we improve this? And so one of the areas I think that's been fantastic in all areas of the customer journey, whether they're just starting out or they're a partner that's been with us for 10 years, is providing instant access and information at their fingertips with some of the support bot or the Vendasta AI assistant. Spencer had an example of he's been jumping in and to help on some of the partners, and a lot of the questions they're asking, he's literally just like putting it, what package would you recommend for this, or what price would you do this, and he's bridging that. So just educating our partners that these AI assistants can become very impactful, not just for immediate access and quick answers, but can help them in a day-to-day, as we've all discovered, in more ways than we would have thought. So I love this initiative, and that's something that I think is going to have huge impact going into the end of the year in 2026. And this last one, price for adoption, monetize for value. This one's all about our monetization strategy and being an enabler for growth. So we make executive decisions to ensure our pricing is simple, transparent, and flexible to encourage broad adoption by SMBs and by the partners that serve them. We achieve this by offering subscription-based access to AI capabilities and employees, and we use a normalized credit system to manage costs and maintain healthy margins, giving us the flexibility to be model agnostic and adapt to rapidly changing market. What that basically means is our packaging allows for kind of consistently, like a monthly plan, like your phone bill, but then for more usage, we have a credits-based system that is normalized and competitive to allow people to continue to adopt if they want to use more. And so how are we in sales aligning pricing to customer outcomes? It's really in a few ways, and a few changes we've made recently. One, and a big effort, has been making sure that we're selling the right size subscription to the right size of customer and not overselling something they don't need. We know that when people are buying too much and not seeing value, that just doesn't have a long-term relationship. And so one of the things that we're doing is making sure, for someone with a small business or just starting out, a starter plan is fantastic, and we want to align all of our incentives to drive that. The second thing we've done, specifically in the small agency cohort, we're establishing early wins, and we're aligning sort of all of, whether it's our kind of spiffs and our compensation and everything around sort of the first 90 days, and making sure that getting them activated in the platform, not just setting up their platform, but making sure they're generating their leads, they're adding their first paying customer, they're setting up payments, making sure in the first 90 days that ideally they're actually generating more revenue from the Vendasta platform than they're paying us in subscription. Sometimes we call that getting over the valley of death, but really becoming that profit center for them. And lastly, and this one was, I was thinking, like, what do we do in our existing base of business to make sure that we're aligning to customer outcomes? And Adam was in my office this morning. He's like, just tell a quick story about Kaseya and what came out of that. And one of the big initiatives that we've been doing this quarter is strategic business reviews and pulling in executives to strategic business reviews to make sure that we're really cutting through and, hey, we're not the same Vendasta we were 5 years ago when you signed the contract and started with us. We're a whole new company, and let us show you that. And so we had a strategic business review with a partner of ours, and they specific, going into some SBRs in the past, we had, BI and Looker and like very robust dashboards to show customer or how we were providing value to the partnership. So we were thinking strategically, like, wow, we don't really have those dashboards anymore. Like, how could we do this? And so Adam's like, well, why don't we just pull together a multi-location report of all the accounts in their system, and we can show them the value that we're providing on their behalf for their customers. And so we went through this it was beautiful. If anyone wants to see it, 2D9C is the PID, if you want to see the multi-location, but it's all sort of how many leads we're generating, how many customers are coming through, how many conversations, what their online presence looks like, and everything was greens up and to the right. Like, so I mean, a lot of you already know this stuff, but it was just a great reminder that we already have so much value buried in some certain systems. It's just about highlighting that and highlighting it to the right people, because the decision makers in the meeting didn't know that existed, and you could hear their gears turning, like, wow, I could just like rinse and repeat this whole presentation for my executive team and my bosses on how valuable the program is. So I think when we show and position our partners as heroes to their customers, we win as well, because we're true partners. It's not just about us providing them value, it's about them enabling them to provide value to their customers. So that's it, short and sweet today. Would love to also incorporate some more customer principles. Mark and I were talking this morning a little bit about that. Some of the cultural elements that we know, over-delivering for partners, make those wow moments. So stay tuned for those. We have one Vox Populi today, and then we're going to do a little baby draw for little presents. So the Vox Populi is from our very own Rory, rock and roll Rory, who also I hear plays in a band. Rory's a fantastic musician, if no one knows what I'm talking about. So Rory asks, while I very well may be the only one, spoiler, you're not. Everyone had this question. I suspect there may be some other employees who are not knowledgeable or experienced around the world of stock options, etc. In the prep for the stock option change signing deadline, can we perhaps have a session, lunch and learn, something for nearby clueless beginners like me to understand what exactly all the jargon means? So Rory's just like, hey, can I understand how it works? The answer is absolutely. Brian is going to be hosting a session on Monday at lunchtime, CST. So mark your calendars and ask me anything. If you have questions, do we want to get them sent in before? Just a live Q&A. Robin will send something out. We're going to ask Brian, but probably a good idea if you have any questions, just send them in advance. He'll be covering the top frequently asked ones. But if you have a special case or a special circumstance, make sure you get those in before. And last but certainly not least, now we do our draw. So, Anissa, Robin? Nope. This is super honest. Guydie, got your tickets? And the winner is 17268 090. As if DQ, draw again. Rigged. Horseshoe speech. Oh, really?
Thank you.
Which one are you doing? You're welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the holiday party in Chennai, and enjoy life in Boca.